Alrighty, quick microphone check. Alrighty, we are back, and this time we are returning to a game that I have not played in months on a regular basis whatsoever. That game is none other than Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege X. I don't know why they want to call it Siege X at the end, maybe because they want to signify how old the game is, but it's basically Siege. But I've gotten to the point where I'm just tired of the game. And this is me saying this regardless if I'm good or bad at the game. The amount of games that I win or lose is not the problem. It's the gameplay loop, which is a very difficult thing to find satisfaction with in most games nowadays. If you're fortunate to have a computer or a console to play, well, in my case, it's a computer. If you're fortunate enough to have a decent computer to play like I do, even if you have the computer to play these games, the problem that I seem to come across so often is the entertainment value for most of these games is just not really that good. I made this analogy before where games are sort of like going into a relationship. It seems nice at first, but you find out in time if the game is going to have a good future or not, which can be either discouraging or just or it can be discouraging or heartbreaking. You be the judge. Anyway, Rainbow Six Siege is finally free to play. Ubisoft is 10 steps forward and 1 step backwards, or they're taking their time. And that doesn't help the fact that Ubisoft has its money problems. But I digress. We're going to give this game another try. Is this game going to make any difference of opinion to me? We're about to find out, because I'm just getting to the point where either I put time to this game again or just move on completely and just focus on other things. Here we go. Yeah, even before this big update, I was just getting tired of this game. And again, it's not the wins or losses that bothers me. It's just the game is just not that enjoyable like it used to be. And the amount of operators or stuff they added to the game before this update was negligible at best. But well, is this going to make any difference? And that's what we're about to find out. Is this going to make a difference? We're about to find out. Yeah, people are playing this game again just to check it out and see if there's anything worth going for it. And it's going to reveal itself very quickly here. And there's only one way to find out, by checking it out for yourself. And is there anything interesting in the Play Store now that this game is free? Hmm. Yep. That is the problem with, any game for that matter. How are you going to have good anti-cheat? And if that's ever going to happen? And the most obvious thing some people will take advantage of is, knowing where exactly everybody is at all times. Or aka walling. So, with that being said, they completely redid this entire UI. And it looks like Call of Duty or any other free-to-play game nowadays. And they still have this Ubisoft Connect, which I don't like, by the way. Not a big fan of it. It either works sometimes or it doesn't. You be the judge. So, with that being said, I haven't touched this game in a while. Some of the some of the UIs setups are still the same, but I am not really worried about the esports thing, because I can see a game for what it is and see if it's fun to play or not. And when it comes to performance, I have no clue if they have optimized this game in any way. Now, when it comes to performance, I'm playing this game on 2K resolution, and I put most of the graphic settings into either high or very high. And when it comes to shadows and everything else, I'm not putting them on very high settings. One interesting thing the game finally did something after all this time is a texture VRAM limit. I think this should be a thing in most games nowadays, especially if you don't want to upgrade, if you don't have the time to upgrade, or you're not fortunate enough to get a bit better stuff. So it uses more CPU, and so again, it's going to be very interesting to see if this is a good thing to have or not. I don't know. We're about to find out. I used to know a couple of people that play this game on a regular basis, but as it comes to most games that I've noticed, people move on one way or the other, and I have no clue if there are anybody that's oh yeah, they so when it comes to people playing this game, there's not very many that stick out. Very few that are still here. And I'm gonna get rid of some Ubisoft friends that I don't remember. So if you got accidentally got removed, nothing personal. It's just that just trying to keep it just gonna keep the list small. Okay, I think that's about it. They did change the way the rank mode works in this game. I didn't actually try it personally, but I don't know if that's going to make any difference at all to my personal enjoyment. I did try out the dual front mode, which is it's different. That's what everybody was gonna say right off the bat, but is it really that entertaining or enjoyable to play? It has the same movement, it has the same operators, but I don't know. So, Remedy, welcome back. I don't know if anybody else is going to be playing this game with us. I've already DM'd a couple of people, especially Knight, who's playing this game again, but I'm not sure if he's in the mood. So, yeah, I don't know about you, Remedy, but I'm not having very strong feelings about this game right now. I only touched it a little bit. They did finally add more options to optimize the game. I don't know if the game is performing better for you since they did add a texture VRAM limit. So
I
if you don't
haven't
have
tried it yet, so I'll see about the performance.
yeah, so that's something you may want to mess around with to see if that makes any difference, because that wasn't a setting in this game before. So you may want to fizzle around if that's going to make any difference. I already put the graphic settings to where I think it's gonna make a difference. I hope. Oh, what the heck? Anti-aliasing? Nope. I want it to be. What the heck? Uh, hold on a second. I'm just making sure I got my settings set up properly. I'm using NVIDIA DLSS again. Balance. There we go. Anti-aliasing. Okay, and lens effects off, zoom in depth of field is off, ambient occlusion, I don't know why that's high. I'm gonna put it at SSBC. I have everything on high, but I'd put the textures into very high, so just so I can get the most details. I got rid of the aspect ratio, put it back to normal to 16:9 because they say they improved the visual of this game significantly, so I put it back to normal, like to most other games, to 16:9 and see how that goes. So, I'm guessing you haven't really tried Core Siege or Dual Front yet.
No, I haven't tried it. I've just
Yeah,
seen
that
gameplay of it, so
it's one thing to watch gameplay, but playing it is one whole matter. And at least I can be completely honest with you without any sugarcoating or obnoxiousness that some people are gonna have to put into this. Just like any other brand new game that comes out nowadays. So I'm gonna give it to you straight. So far, no strong opinions yet because again, um, I haven't got the gameplay feel yet. I know they. I yeah, so you can. So in the main menu, as you probably noticed, Remedy, they basically made this game similar to most other free-to-play games nowadays, like Call of Duty. Very
Yeah,
similar looking UI, similar to Fragpunk in a way, but it's not Fragpunk, but it's similar. There are some similarities. That new mode has called Dual Front, which
yeah, I heard of it.
so they call it Dual Front, which they don't have any other modes for it. It's just called Dual Front, and they have a little video to show you what that is. It's sort of like capture territory and you move on, but you also have to defend other points as well just to win. So I guess they are trying to do something different, but I'm guessing other games have already done it, but it's just Ubisoft's version of it. So I also heard that they finally reorganized the playlist for the core Siege game. They don't call it unranked standard anymore. It's called unranked now. I don't know why they did that. It just makes it sound more confusing. But now it's called unranked, which sounds appropriate. And rank is called rank. I don't know why they did that.
I
But
mean, I think it was implemented before they changed it. Now it's back.
yeah, it seems like Ubisoft it's just flip-flopping. They're not completely sure. There's no clear solid direction. But at least it's where it should be at the moment. And yeah, quick match is quick match. Unranked is unranked. It should have been like that. Ranked is ranked, and so now we're not sure how to think of this, Remedy, but you probably have heard. But instead of two operators being banned in
And that
the
total
the core
6.
siege mode, after each round, an operator gets banned.
Yeah, I seen it.
And I don't know what to think of that. Do other games that you know of do that, or is this Ubisoft just trying to be experimental for once? Can you think of any other game that
Probably
does that?
not really. I mean, when a match starts, you just sort of ban like an operator, and they're banned for the entirety of the match.
Imagine if Marvel Rivals did that, Remedy. After a round, you could get to ban another hero. I don't know if that's fun, or I don't know if that's fun, or just makes it more frustrating.
It could be possible. I don't know.
Is it true that Ubisoft is finally being experimental for a change? Trying to take a risk instead of playing it safe like they normally do? Because people have been asking for some of these features for years, which is a big understatement, by the way.
I don't know why they haven't implemented them. Like weapon inspection and all that.
Yeah, they're
Doing it
basically
again.
years behind schedule, which is a big understatement. Okay, so it looks like you're still updating the game, but I'm gonna try to see if is this. I wonder if it's possible to. Let me see if it can practice this. Can I even? Okay. They did overhaul the UI and stuff whenever you play a match and stuff like that. So it looks more flashier now. The pictures are still the same, but yeah. I wish there was a way to practice. Hold on a second. No. I'm going to return to menu. Let's see if I can practice a custom.
They also updated the graphics in the game.
Yes. Everything looks more sharp, I guess. They should have done that a long time ago, but I'm gonna keep the graphic settings the same, and hopefully it will make the game more enjoyable. But we'll see to that. Wait a minute. Non-worker custom game. Okay, I'm gonna create a. Oh crap! Play match. Yeah, they made the UI and the text and stuff in the game more flashy and more polished. I don't know why they didn't do that years ago. But whatever. It still comes down to the root gameplay. Oh boy. Um Yeah, they changed the ban phase as well. It looks a lot more, I guess you could say, modern, sort of. But yeah, it looks newer. But again, they should have done this a long time ago. I do notice the changes. I mean, it looks subtle, but at least everything looks more sharp and not old. I didn't even install the higher resolution textures because I think it's unnecessary. It just brings in more hard drive space, and for what? I think that it's a chance that there might be some FPS drop, so you don't get as much FPS with that. I could be wrong on that, but I see it as unnecessary. I'm gonna try to see how this repel thing works now, because they finally overhauled it. That's what everybody and the Ubisoft has been saying, that it should have been done years ago. The audio has been improved, but I don't know how much of it has been improved, and who knows if it's gonna bug out in the next update. Who knows?
See, actual match if it's different. So
Repel sprint. How does that work? Shift. Oh, right. Oh, you can somehow repel sprint now. Okay, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I can see this being useful, especially if you want to try to do something different with repel, but they should have done this a long time ago. The textures on the wood and everything else does look more detailed. Again, overdue, but at least it's a thing now. Yeah, everything in the maps, well, the ones they said they worked on, does look much better overall. The lighting is definitely an improvement too, finally. Can you break the lights? Well, that's interesting, Remedy. If you shoot a light source, it actually flickers now. Well, at least for this one light that I can see. What about this one?
that's been in the game for a long time.
Oh. Maybe because of the graphics, it's finally noticeable now. But what? But, okay.
Guess.
Before that, I never paid attention. Although, this still defies explanation, though. I can clearly shoot the bulb, but it doesn't get destroyed. Of course. You would think this would be like other games where you can destroy light sources and you would make things darker. But no.
Probably for gameplay reasons, that's why.
Yep. Although if you ask my opinion, I think they should have had the ability to destroy light sources just to make it more chaotic. But whatever. Okay. Okay, back at the main menu. I only wanted to try out that repelling thing that you can do as an attacker, which can be useful, but I never bothered to do that. It's not exactly my specialty. So here's the big pick for you. Here's the interesting bit for your Remedy. Which one are you more interested in trying out? Core Siege or that new mode?
Mm,
It doesn't
I'll
hurt to
try
try the new
that.
mode.
Yeah, I'll try that one, but I'm still gonna stick to the core Siege, the 5v5.
Well, it doesn't hurt to try out the new mode to see if it even piques your interest at all. It doesn't hurt to try.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't work, or I don't find it fun as you do, or we don't both find it fun, then we don't have to play it. We're not forced to. So I
I mean,
don't
is
know
there
if it's gonna be fun, especially if you got a coordinated group. I already invited you, unless the Ubisoft Connect bugged out again.
still watching a game?
Oh, okay.
Uh,
Can I cancel? Okay, good. I don't know if Ubisoft Connect is being stable at all. It's I never was. I mean, I thought EA Origin was bad, but Ubisoft Connect can be just as bad. I'm not saying it's worse, but it can be just as bad and or annoying. You be the judge. Yeah. But yeah, that Dagger Directive, I don't know if you looked it up on Steam Remedy, but it's very old school. It's not something you would play. I would play for a long period of time, but it can be fun casual stuff, fun casual action to do. And apparently that game is very, very small, like 20 gigabytes. But then again, who knows? I don't know who's going to be joining us today. I don't know if
I mean, Knight is on.
I
Someone
know
asked him.
I know he's on, but he hasn't said anything. I already DM'd him, so who knows if he wants to join us or not. I seen him online in other games as well, but I never bother him unless he wants to join in like old times. So it's completely up to him because I don't know if he finds the game fun like we used to. Because I certainly have moved on. But today is gonna be the make or break moment for me on this game because it's gotten to the point where I just don't even care what happens because it's just not really that fun. And this is regardless if I win a match or lose a match. With that being said, I
I
wish
think you
Ubisoft.
just need to play with more people or like play with a group. That's what makes it fun.
I mean, my rivals is better with a group, but at least the gameplay, the root of it all, I do find it enjoyable. But when it comes to Siege, it was interesting at first, but I just lost the fun of it. I don't even want to play it with the group or anything like that. That's why I'm saying that today is going to be a make or break moment for me. I'd rather play anything else if this new update is not going to change my opinion or change my mind. I said this many times before, Remedy. I can see a game for what it is, whether you play it solo or you play with a group or friends. So it's not something everybody will agree with, but yeah, just waiting for you to come online and we can see if this is gonna be any different at all. Uh, What was I saying? I did do a quick test run of Dual Front. My first impressions of it was not very strong. It felt like I was running around a lot than, doing action or tactical stuff, but I could be wrong. Alrighty. I wish Ubisoft Connect would tell me if they were actually in the main menu, like fully loaded in, like in Marvel Rivals in a way, sort of. But no, you gotta wait a bit. Okay, so I wonder if there's a way for me to see how many people are in the Rainbow Six Siege server, and see if that has brought in any significant amount of people back to try this game again. Who knows? Where is that server that I'm trying to find? There it is. I wish there was a way to say how many people are in VCs. I wish there was a way. One thing's for sure, Remedy, the VCs in Rainbow Six Siege, the official server, it's not full. It's not all taken, thankfully. Yep, just waiting on you, Remedy. We're gonna give this game another try to see if it's gonna make my opinion change at all. It says you're in the main menu, but I'm guessing you're still loading in.
Testing the audio.
Oh, you're playing against AI just to see if it makes any difference?
Yeah.
Because yeah, if you go to training and field training, yes, they don't call it beta anymore. So well, I can give field training a quick try, but I don't think it's gonna change my opinion too much. Who knows? Uh, I don't know. Maybe Clubhouse or something. I'll try this thing here quickly. So they did. Okay. Okay. At least the G. Yep. The AI is not the best. At least it's a little easier to tell where things are, but again, I don't know if that's gonna change my opinion on the overall feel of the game. We'll see. Okay, so I'm just waiting on you, and we can give this a try. How many times are they going to do a quote-unquote remaster of certain operators? I kind of lost count.
I mean, it's for balancing reasons, so.
I mean, you can balance all you want, but if the gameplay in the feel of the game is still not fun, then I'm just gonna move on.
I mean, what's not fun about it?
It's one of those things where it's a bit hard to describe in words, but I don't. It's
You're
still one of
repetitive.
those. It's not just repetitive, but it doesn't make me want to find out more about it just to experiment. It just doesn't make me care. That's is one of those things where you don't need an essay or things to explain. It just you don't find it fun. It's no different to saying it's no different if you go to a movie theater and you basically come to opinion if you like a movie or not. If you can't, even if you can't explain it, it's one of those things.
I mean, you used to care about this game back then,
That's what I
right?
that's what I said. You know what I mean? Yes, I used to, but as time went by and the more and more I saw of this game for what it is, with all the updates and stuff, I started to care less and less about it. And it's not because of the wins or losses either. It's just I just don't care about the game. I just don't care. But yeah, Rugzukin, like I said in the title, this is gonna be today is gonna be the make or break moment for me with this game. Either I will put in the time to have fun and enjoy this for what it is, or just move on and don't look back. That's what I did with Phasmophobia, Rugzukin. Never touching that horror game again. Again, Phasmophobia was more or less the same story. I used to find it interesting when it first came out, nothing else like it. But as time went by, it got repetitive, which is another thing that's pretty common. But it was also not as fun when it came to the repetitiveness of this. I mean, I do find some games repetitive. I do find some games still fun, even though it's repetitive, but it's the good kind of repetitive. Unfortunately, when it comes to Phasmophobia and Siege, it's gotten to the point where it's not fun in a repetitive way. So I'm prepared to move on if this update is not going to change anything. And this is me saying this even if this game has gone for free to play now, by the way. That still doesn't change how I feel about this game, even when you have to pay for it just to play. So yeah, Roguezogen. This game is free to play now. But I would not get excited if you don't like this game personally. So who knows? And before I stop playing this game on a regular basis, I've already gotten all the operators in the game. Every single one. So it's only now we just have now the moment of truth is gonna be coming here very soon. Alrighty. Well, Remedy, just let me know when you're ready and we can give that dual front thing a try to see if it's gonna change my mind at all. Especially with you there.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Again, I don't know if I'm gonna like this. I already tried it once earlier. No strong feelings at all when I played it. So
I mean, you gotta play a couple of matches to get the feel of it, so...
Well, I know. But if the initial impression doesn't get you, then nothing else probably will. Okay. Let me just check. Let me just double check the graphic settings here. Okay, I'm gonna put it on high. Everything is on high, and that's it. Okay, here we go. Well, here we go. Yeah, there's only one way to play this new mode called Dual Front so far. One way to find out. Now I just gotta wait for the servers to put us into a game. Okay.
Smart front end.
Okay. You can't choose Lion? Wow. I like playing Lion, but I guess it's not here.
Sure, okay. Add more operators next update, so...
This exact same cutscene plays every time you start this mode. Every time.
You're attacking.
I'm gonna change to Hibana. There you go. I guess we gotta go.
We gotta attack that objective. Once marked with attack, do you see it?
Yeah, gotta wait for this. Why? I can't go there yet.
I think they're prepping right now. That's like in Core Siege.
Oh no, it's already the game is already in motion. Oh, but we can't go there. I guess we're defending. I guess I don't know. Okay, now we can go. Yeah, this mode is like more fast-paced than Core. Because you can respawn as well.
There's Captain Traps.
Yep. I don't know these maps, so okay, you get the first
Alright,
kill.
I'm planting.
Okay, I'm coming back up. I don't know this map at all.
Yeah, I have no idea to navigate this area.
I'm just coming back where the same way you came. Now everybody's coming in.
Yep, we gotta guard the diffuser.
Yep. Like Core Siege, except that this map is different.
You get one?
Yep. One just
Nice.
rushed in. Watch the
Alright.
windows. It's a long timer, by the way.
Yeah. Just gotta defend it.
A very long timer. Okay, you got another one. Okay. There might be more coming in. Finally. You can also see the respawn timer for the other guys, so that's pretty cool. Okay, we're going to the next guy. Next sector. Okay, you got another one.
Okay.
Do you think the sound cues are better this time around?
Honestly,
Are you noticing any major difference?
I can't tell.
Is it helping you at least, or no?
I think so. Alright, we're gonna attack the next area.
Yep, 20 seconds, yeah?
We got 20 seconds to wait.
Yeah, instead of Core Siege where the map is smaller, now it's like a little bit more open. I guess that's what they're trying to get with this mode, try to compete with other games. Okay.
Mm.
It does enhance more teamwork because you got to be all over the map and you got to split
Yeah.
up. So I can see what they're trying to do with it. Now I just need to know what kind of a map this is. You can also get blindsided very easily because there's a lot more open corridors too. It's another thing to know the map, which I don't. Good. I'm trying to find the stairs. Where the heck are the stairs? Oh, there we go. Finally. Okay, that was a little easy. I just got this one player by surprise. He got shot from behind.
Got shot from behind.
I have no clue what the stairs are. I see one staircase, but I don't know what the other one is. I'm gonna wait for you to respawn. Yeah, I'm gonna try to attack this building here when I get the chance. You should be respawning nearby. Yeah, there we go.
Back.
Oh, there was one in the windows? Okay.
I want to repel.
I think I got one on the main floor here. I don't know where. One tried to come down the stairs. I'll try to come down. Oh! One is on the main floor. One is on the main floor here. I'm dead. We'll come up the stairs, so watch out. I don't know which one, though. Oh. Yeah, I got 5 seconds on respawn.
Sabotage now.
I'm coming in as fast as I can. Oh, they're defusing.
Defusing.
I can't. Oh, I just got shot. That's fine. At least the game gives you the option to give up so you can just respawn sooner. I think we should try going for that building. Yeah, I saw you respawn. I got about a few seconds left. There you go. I'll try to back you up, Remedy, because it looks like we're the only ones attacking this building. Oh. Oh, too bad. Oh. Okay. Yeah, this is not like Core Siege at all, Remedy. I mean, it tries to be. I guess you could call it like a hybrid version of Battlefield and Call of Duty, because you can get
something like Battlefield.
Yeah, with some Call of Duty and stuff like that, more or less, because you know you can get shot from far away because there's a lot more open space, like Siege normally has, and just the respawn. So yeah. Over there, Mini, to your right. Over there, over there, over there, over there. Oh, too late. Yep, too late.
Takes way too long to respawn. Like 30 seconds is just way too long.
I think that's Ubisoft's way of, you know, trying to make us be tactical so you don't just die over and over again. But I don't know if that's a good choice.
I mean, it's probably to like stop people from rushing, so.
It's not a perfect solution, but I guess it tries to be like Siege where you have to value your life, I guess, so you don't just respawn just to rush. But yeah.
Yeah.
So basically the game punishes you if you don't, if you just, you know, rush in. I don't think that's a perfect solution for the respawn. You just have to value your life, and that's all you can really do.
On the roof. You try to plant. There's a guy on the roof.
Yeah, and I just got... slowly getting more backup.
I'm gonna defend. Oh.
Well, we're gonna try to attack this place yet again and see if that's gonna do anything.
Are you defusing?
Attacking right now on the north side. So it looks like you got two other players with you, so do what you can. We almost got this one. All right. All right, where it looks like we're finally... Looks like Vigil is... I don't know what this assignment is about. Like a optional objective? I don't get it. But we got about 27 seconds before it can finally make a move. Oh, we have a hostage we can grab? Like an optional objective? Well, let's see if that's any interesting at all. I never done this optional objective, so... Oh. Wait, oh, they already grabbed it. Oh, okay. They already have it.
I gotta escort it.
Yeah, there's a lot more. There's a lot more to watch out for with these open areas. You actually have a helicopter. Cool. That's cool. I don't know what they're doing in that helicopter there. There you go. Now we get to extract it, finally. I don't know if they're doing the objective, though. Wait, you can extract there, too? Oh, never mind. I thought you had to do it the other way.
You.
You have to grab the hostage. Oh my god, don't tell me it's glitched. Oh my god, seriously? Don't tell me they can't get that right either. Oh my god. On release, Remedy, you can't do a simple objective. Or you have to go to a different thing in there. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Was the game telling you you can have the hostage go into that helicopter, or is it the other helicopter?
We're definitely in the right area though, but I don't know why there's no prompt.
Of course. Oh, of freaking course. I was wondering why the icon was there and then the other icon was somewhere else. Oh my god. I can't believe they got a basic objective wrong. Or it just doesn't
I
seem
don't
to
even think they can get it. This is bugged, I think.
prevent extraction. You can't just do it immediately. Oh my god. And you have to wait for the timer to finish? But the game did not make a clear indication on that, didn't it, Remedy? I didn't see it. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Even if that assignment was ignored, like it doesn't exist, so far my first impression of this mode is it's different, but I don't know if you were gonna call it a good kind of different. This is their big reveal. Well, we're attacking, I guess. I don't know. Well, we're attacking their base right now, and our base is vulnerable, so we're kind of splitting up right now. So far, we got the advantage. Try to get to that building if you can to back them up, Remedy.
Roger.
We got the timer almost halfway, more than halfway right now. There's one on the second floor somewhere, trying to defuse, but you may want to try to flank somewhere else. We almost got it. Are you noticing this, Remedy? The other team has quit. All of them. Yep. This is already a good first impression of a game mode. Well, destroying drones is kind of pointless because the other team has left. I think they rage quit or just don't bother. Well, this is already a good first impression of a game mode. Yep, just one player we're gonna fight against, or two. Well, this game mode is already underwhelming, Remedy. Just one mode, and I'm already done seeing it. It has potential, but I don't think it's ready for release, Remedy. What do you think?
Okay, game mode.
It's okay, but not something I care about.
Yeah,
No.
they really had to fix some bugs. I don't know why we weren't getting a prompt for like the extract hostage prompt.
Or make it clear what you gotta do. Because I was like wondering,
Yeah.
what is going on? They communicate things clearly. But yeah, I'm not playing that mode again. I don't see the point. Imagine there was no players left by the end of it either. I was like, really?
They probably quit.
Yep, that's not very encouraging for a new game mode. I'm not missing anything. So a dual front being meh, in my opinion, at the moment. I don't see any reason to play it unless you want to do something different. And now it's time for the Core Siege game. Yeah, they call it Core Siege.
Okay, Knight joined.
Okay. Well, Knight, it's good to see you again, man. We are in Discord VC again, like always. So yeah, if you wish to join us for that, or you can't talk at all because you know you got things going on in your life, that's okay, man. But it's good to see you again. Yeah, when it comes to other games, I'm going through them. Okay. Oh, you're gonna be joining us? Okay, I'll wait. So yeah, when it comes to and by the way, Remedy, you know that Clair Obscur Expedition 33 game that that has all the raves on it? Well, I decided to remove it from my wishlist because I'm not playing that game at all. And when I saw some of the story cutscenes without spoiling anything, I was losing interest. No, I don't think I'm missing anything with that game, so I just move on. So Baldur's Gate 3 by comparison, Remedy, I had more interesting things to look at. The feel of Baldur's Gate 3 was a lot more interesting. And it was more interesting the fact that it was a type of genre of games that I don't even have any knowledge about, D&D. So the fact that a game like that was able to keep my interest is amazing. But I digress. So yeah, there's really not many games left on my wish list right now. There's that Half-Life Alyx VR game, which I'm not in a huge hurry. Might as well put that all the way to the bottom. It's not a huge priority anymore. I know Orca, remember that Indian player was he was talking about the Precinct maybe being a decent game. It's basically GTA, except that you are clearly a cop. But I'm not sure if this is worth it though. Then there's all the negative reviews. Probably another not a game that has no substance. I don't know. Maybe I'll put that in the bottom as well now. There's Forza Horizon, but again, yeah. There's the Dagger Directive, which I think Knight and Remedy you might enjoy just for fun. It's a very small game, by the way. Not too expensive, but it's old school. Because I remember playing the original Delta Force back in the late 90s, Remedy, on a Windows 95 or Windows 98 computer, and this brings me back to that, even if I wasn't good at the game at the time. There's Jurassic World, which is basically the third game in the series with things that people have been asking for. I was told about Predator Hunting Grounds, but again, I'm not sure. There's really not that many games that actually interest me right now. Magic the Gathering? Nah. Meepo? No. 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 Yeah, there's really not that many games that really interest me at the moment. So I'm basically going through just going through the process of elimination with all the games that I have on my Steam library at the moment. Alrighty.
Join VC?
No, not yet. I said we'll be coming in, so yeah, I don't know about you, Knight, but you're not missing much with Dual Front, in my opinion. I played one game with you, Remedy. It has potential. That's the only positive thing I can say about it, but I don't feel like playing that game mode at all. No. I don't see any benefit of it. No. Another positive thing I can say, Remedy, is I'd rather play Dual Front than any Battle Royale mode for either Apex Legends or Fortnite. Nope. I don't want to play Battle Royale from those games. I'd rather play Dual Front. So that's some praise for that mode at least. I don't know about you, Remedy, but ever since I heard of Battle Royale and I tried them, I just don't see the fun in them at all. I just don't. I just think that it's like a rarity for me to come across a battle royale that's actually fun. So, and also, why is there still no text channel for party chat? Yeah, why can you not text in the main menu? Why can't you still can't do that? My Rivals has that no problem, but why not here?
I don't know.
You tell me they
See
work
yourself.
2 3 years and they can't do that? A basic thing. Lovely. Or how do you talk in text? How do you talk? Is there any way? No? You gotta wait until you get into a game? Well, that's great. They
I mean,
couldn't
there's
add.
VC, so
That's not fair for those people that don't want to talk in voice. You tell me that Ubisoft couldn't add like a small menu or something for text communication or something? Somewhere in the main menu here for those that don't have a microphone or don't want to talk? Couldn't do that? No? Okay. Again, saying my Rivals did that no problem. A basic thing, but I digress. Okay. Well, Knight, if you want, if you oh, is voice chat even? Oh, voice chat's working. Well, Knight, if you want to be on Discord VC, we're waiting on you. Otherwise, we will try out this main change that they did for the core siege because I already tried dual front. It doesn't interest me. Not really, even if it has potential. Maybe Knight is AFK at the moment, so I'll just wait a little bit until I get a confirmation. No point starting a mode when if somebody's AFK. But yeah, Remedy, speaking of which, on Marvel Rivals, 2 days ago or yesterday, we had some bad luck, Remedy. 3 games, we didn't have games that end normally.
I mean,
That was
DX
really...
kept crashing, so
Not only that, but I lose internet connection for whatever reason at the wrong time and a critical moment too. Oh my god. I wouldn't count that as a game if something like that gets in the way. Nope. It was bad, very bad luck. That's a hero shooter's Achilles heel. Any interruption of losing connection or something going wrong, that basically can cost you the entire game. At least Rainbow Six Siege, by comparison, even if I'm not a huge fan of this game as much anymore, at least there's breathing space. You know, you get a chance to, prolong the game a little bit, even if it's not much. But yeah, point is, there at least at least there's some breaks there. Yeah, I think 90 still half K, so I'm gonna wait. Oh, I didn't buy the. I got 78,000. Oh, okay. So, all right. Now, if you can't be on VC, that's okay, man. Especially if you're busy. Okay. Let me just give me a second. Let me just make sure I got the right optics for this. Okay. Okay. Let me just double check. Okay, got that. Okay. Okay. So we're gonna try out this revamped rank mode and see if the feel of the game is any better. The one we are all used to.
we're just gonna go straight to rank.
Yep. I tried quick match. It's quick match. So this is the one that they said they reworked it significantly. And we're about to find out if it's worth it. You would think the matchmaking is better, Remedy, now that this game is free to play now.
I mean, you only get access to unranked if you're playing free to play. You have to pay for the rest of the features like ranked.
Oh, so the same price of the game when you first come across this game?
Yeah, the free to play you want to get access to standard, like quick match. I think
Okay.
it's to prevent people from like smurfing and cheating. But
Well,
I
well,
mean,
I'm glad that we're doing rank then. So I'm glad. I mean, it's no different to Counter Strike or CS:GO 2 Remedy. Um, you gotta pay. You gotta pay. I forgot how much you gotta pay, but you have to do that in order to access the competitive mode. So that's nice, I guess. Wow, 1 minute and you still don't have anybody. Wow. Wait a minute. What is the matchmaking here? Hold on. I'm not stopping the queue, but I'm just looking like what are the. I don't think the game tells you what servers we're matchmaking anymore. Are you seeing this? Because I don't. I don't see it anymore. No. The game doesn't tell you what server you're in anymore. Or am I mistaken? No.
maybe settings should say under data center. I'm playing on the west.
Oh, they still there? Okay, they just put in a different menu then. They say they changed the look of this menu significantly.
Yeah. All right. Let's see
They
if
didn't
anyone's
change. They didn't
cheating.
change the map ban phase.
No.
Which
Okay, so
one?
updated. I guess it's ban cafe. So the ones that says updated are the ones that they did visual reworks on. Guardian
Okay.
coastline.
Yeah, they made the UI more flashy, as you can tell.
Yeah.
All right, so we only get to ban one, do we? Just one. Okay.
Yeah, just one.
No Capcan, no Dokubi.
Okay.
Okay.
Uh,
Um. I'm gonna be castle. Cover the windows. It's not gonna stop them, but at least it's something. Even though I've not played this in a long time, I still remember. What was that? Wow. I see the ocean for a moment there. Lovely.
yeah.
Uh, Typical Ubisoft.
Come on, Arden. VIP.
Yep. One left. No, two left. I'm watching the north stairs right now. We're in good shape so far. Oh, that one guy got almost like 3 players, huh? Wow. Okay. And now we get to ban another one.
And Ash.
Okay. I think if I'm gonna give this game any praise, is that you can ban another operator after a round. So instead of 2 bans at the beginning, it's 1 for each round, just to strategize things. Again, that's nice, I guess. Do other games or maybe you can think of that does something like this in a way?
Not gonna think of now. Probably only this. It's very new.
Well, they're finally experimenting, I guess. They finally are taking a risk for a change, I suppose. Maybe there is a game that does a ban phase similar to this, but it's not something that we're aware of. So it wouldn't surprise me if this is not the first. VIP room. Oh, of course, I get killed when I'm not paying attention. One is already in alpha. I mean, you fall back on one is on alpha room. That needs help, Remedy. Probably camping from the outside, maybe. Or bathroom. And where was he? Outside, of course. Yep. Just waiting until you try to go for the bomb. Last ban. I don't know. Ying, I guess. Uh, I don't know. Oh, castle again. Okay. Hmm. Money's outside, getting sniped. Money's on the doorway there. Sniper's still outside. One of the things that we will always have to deal with is, you know, hopefully you don't come across, you know, players that, you know, go for the easiest cheats in the world. Mostly walling. You just hope you never come across that, because it really can ruin the fun of certain games.
Yeah.
We can ban? Oh, we can ban again. So we can keep banning every round. That's cool. So I think that can make things a little bit more interesting. So the bans get reset after 3 rounds of bans, and then you get more. That's cool. Because Dokkaebi was banned, but it's now reset with a new set of bans. So that's cool. Okay. Well, one thing's for sure, Amity. We'll try to play one of the maps that they say they have updated. I'm surprised they did not ban all the maps. I'm surprised they did not update all the maps. You think after 2 or 3 years they would be able to do that, but no, only a select number. Okay. They did update the textures on the wooden panels on the doors and windows, though. That's one thing I constantly notice. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So, I don't know what we should ban. Uh, okay. Mm. So right now, no strong feelings yet, but we'll see. Hopefully the next match we will play in one of the updated maps just to see if it feels any different. Oh yeah, they did not add any hazards to this map like the others. Like no fire extinguishers, no pipes, nothing. So this is old school map right now. Okay. Roamer on the first floor, of course. Just when I'm not looking. Yeah, this is going some places. Well, that went nowhere. Next. Why is the sound glitching now? Is it just me, Remedy, or did I just hear that on my end? What was that glitch? Oh.
The audio?
Yeah, the audio glitched for no reason. Just for a moment there, for no reason. I'm pretty sure that was in voice chat. My god. Ubisoft. Oh, that one went nowhere. Yeah, that one went nowhere. Next. I hope the next map at least will involve one of the updated maps. Because that was pretty forgettable. Alrighty. So far, no good news with me on this game. Maybe there'll be a small difference with one of the updated maps, just to make things a little bit more interesting. I thought Fragpunk would be a decent game remedy when you first checked that game out, but even I had a feeling that, no, I'm not having a fun time with this one, even though it's better than some of the others I've tried.
21.
Okay. Can we get Clubhouse so we can at least try that? Can we get Clubhouse? Oh my god. You know what's ironic, Gravity? Lair is one of the newest maps added to the game, and that is not updated. They updated all the other ones, but not Lair. The most recent map they've added to the game. Okay. Well, I do like the fact that it does make things a little bit more interesting that you get to ban one operator each after each round. So that makes things a little bit more interesting, I guess. Since this is Lair, I don't know, Tajanka, I guess. How many times are they changing the look of Clash's face? Okay.
Border on keeping.
Oh, okay. One in the hallway here.
Hey, just hold sight, hold sight, hold sight, hold sight, hold sight.
My bridge. Where you're staring at. Missed.
Okay.
Hey,
only...
I'll put $100 down. They banned Capcan.
Yes. I haven't seen a Capcan run that lucky on a game before. Good job, man. I can't believe that actually worked. Thank you, Team Obvious. That was some interesting luck with Capcan Remedy. I usually don't see that happen, but man, we got lucky. Well, somehow my Tuchaka play helped out. They forced to go somewhere else and went to a Capcan trap of all things. That's so
3
unlucky.
kills to a Capcan is actually kind of crazy.
I think it kind of helped that I forced that last player to go somewhere else because of my grenade launcher or fire launcher, so that helped. That team was very unlucky. Bravo. Got Ash. Dead. Remedy, I could use him back up on the main floor. Main floor. Bravo. I need backup on main floor. Last guy is near Alpha Bravo. Never mind. Good job. So, do you think the sound cues are better this time around?
I swear to God, if they banned Thunderbird.
Do you think the sound cues are better this time around? Because I sort of notice it. Well, Remedy, you're not wrong. It's sort of noticeable. Sort of. Screw it. Let's go Rook. Don't forget your Rook armor. Alpha. Alpha, need backup. I got one on the window down here. Remedy, there's one on the window here. Trying to swing around. I'm swinging around the reception to see if I can get him. Okay. I thought I was gonna get somebody on my round, but nope. Cool. I give Ubisoft credit. This ban system's interesting, at least. I don't know. Maybe line or something. I don't know. Okay. Well, what do you think, Remedy? Since you are more experienced on this a lot more than I am, is the sound cues any better or no?
I can definitely hear a lot more. So yeah.
Okay. I mean, they did mention in their videos and the lead up to this patch is that they're finally putting stuff that people have been asking for years. So it's not really surprising. It's not a new feature. It's that they should have done it. Who knows how long? But yeah. Kind of annoying to hear people talk about, oh, we're adding new stuff to the game, but that's been done in games before. But I digress.
Oh, what's your ping button? They added like a new scroll wheel. We can like ping more stuff. You see it?
Oh, Z. You hold down Z and okay, help. Oh, ping. Oh, okay. They changed that. Yeah. But now I gotta change that because it's getting in the way of my crouch button. That's the only problem. I need to change that into the. I need to go to my controls and change that. Okay, controls. What is the prone? What is that key? Ping communication wheel. There we go. There we go. There we go. I put in my middle mouse scroll wheel so it doesn't get in the way of my prone. Okay, that's cool. I'll hunt Fenrir down if I can.
Hey, get on this camps. Give me pings.
The Kapkan trap. And you see his laser too.
I know, but I'm not going in. Otherwise, that reveals my position. Oh, it was right there. Well, that was a nice distraction, Remedy. I was about to go in, but a good thing that one player decided to corner him. That was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't rushing because I had a feeling this one player was waiting for me, especially with that camera on the wall. So it was perfect bait. Okay. All right, please give us a match where we actually play one of the updated maps. See if it's any better. I want to at least try to do that at least once. Okay. Okay. I think the whole play again with your squad is kind of glitch or buggy, Remedy. Even if everybody says yes, it doesn't register for whatever reason. I could be wrong. Because I did do yes before this patch, and sometimes it may or may not work. Okay, let's see if we can play one map with actual players on that's updated and see if it's any better. Please give us a chance to do that. I don't care which map, as long as it's one of the updated maps. Okay. Speaking of regions, what did you say it was? It's in option settings and which category again? Never mind.
What are you talking about?
Trying to find out what server I'm in, because they changed the location of it. It's no longer in the top right. I was trying to find it, but we've got a match going, so.
Well, we're in West, so.
Okay. Oh, good.
We have 3 band layer.
We just did layer. We can get rid of that. Okay, we got a good chance here, Emily.
Okay,
One of the updated maps. Give us at least one of them. I don't care which one it is. See if it's any better. Okay, finally. We get to play the updated cafe. See if it's any better. Okay. Which one is the most crucial? Usually it's Fenrir, but maybe something else that's more important. Legion.
Probably.
Legion. Yeah, instead of going for the obvious Fenrir ban, maybe you want to ban something else so that it will be a little bit more, give us an advantage. So that, again, I give this game credit for. Again, I'm not sure if it's a new idea, but at least it's something nice, I guess. Give credit where credit is due for a change. At least the ban phase doesn't feel like it drags on for too long. It's there just long enough so everybody gets to pick. So that's nice. Look at this. A random background. Again, why they haven't not fixed that yet? Gotta love it when that happens.
Yeah.
After all these years, that still happens. Again, it's not a game breaker, but it's
I don't have a problem with it.
It's not a problem. It's just like it just pops up constantly for no reason. They did change the lighting significantly, so some things are easier to see. Okay. Behind us. Of course, there's a cav. Oh! How fitting. Well, interesting timing, Remedy. You cav killed me and got cav at the same time. Nice. But unfortunately, reveal your position. Oh well. And of course, Kevy was sneaking around. That was a beautiful play by Knight. Beautiful. I'm surprised that last player was cornered. I'm surprised that last player didn't do much, but probably knew that they were cornered. I mean, there are really not very many places you could go. I don't know what's so important. Like Cabby? Sure, why not? Why not get bitches ban Cabby? I don't know about you, Remedy, but I would like to call this new ban system revenge bans. If you get screwed over in the last game because of a certain operator that somebody's very good at, you can ban that so they don't get to do that again the next round, so they have to adapt.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's what I would like to call it, revenge bans.
I kind of like it.
I still think that's one of the most interesting things this game has done. And I don't know if any other game's going to follow this example, but it has potential. Again, maybe some other game on Steam or somewhere out there that does something similar to this, but I can't think of one. It must be something that I'm not aware of, or it's not popular. But we can probably definitely be positive that this game is not the first to do this type of a ban system. But it's nice to do something different. So satisfying that you can do 3 operator bans and you're basically forced to adapt. So that's nice. Okay. At least the maps feel really nice to be in for a change. That's fine. Yep. Okay. So yeah, this is really a make or break moment for me in this game. For the first time, we actually play a ranked map on one of the updated maps. Hold on. Oh boy. Okay. Oh.
I got it.
We got it?
Alright, I think I missed.
Barely. Barely. We barely won that one. That was a good play, Remedy. When I saw we had a possible clutch round there, Remedy just shut up. That was beautiful. A lot better than what I can do.
I just got lucky.
Oh, I know. That's what it counts to sometimes when it comes to desperate fighting, Remedy. Even if it's just a video game, it comes to desperate fighting sometimes. You got very lucky, Remedy. It's very rare for me to do something like that, personally. But man, that was beautiful. I know I said I don't like this game that much, but when you personally see somebody that you know and they make a lucky play like that, it's exciting. Alrighty. I wish I don't know if the game tells you how many seconds left they had on the diffuser, but yeah, you got very lucky. I think you barely won that one, barely. So it was a good idea to go away from the diffuser, because even if they run back to it, it's still precious time that either they will have or not. That was beautiful. That's what I like, Remedy. I am not afraid to give credit where credit is due. Even though this is my show that I'm doing in this little channel of ours from my point of view, at least when I see something special, sometimes you just put your ego to one side and just shut up and just watch. It's nice.
Yeah.
Because that would have been that I thought that would be a very interesting clutch play you did there, or not. But it was nice that you actually got lucky there. That was a thing of beauty.
Yeah. I tried to stall as much time as I
Oh,
could.
well, I know. I was like not saying anything because I thought that maybe you had to concentrate because you might just get lucky there, and you
What
did.
is this guy doing?
Oh, did you see what that player did? Same thing, just rush in and die almost instantly. Surely it will work the next time around. I don't know why that one player decides to rush in and thinking it's gonna work the next time around. Okay. Oh, got lucky with that Kapkan trap. Now I gotta pick up the diffuser.
Oh, up to you two.
Yep.
There's one come downstairs. On your right and right.
I'm not even bothering looking for the bomb. There's not enough time. So far, Rokzukin, it's not positive yet. That was a beautiful headshot there. That was a beautiful headshot there, Remedy, even if I couldn't get this other player. Beautiful. I'm proud of that one. For once, my aim is good. But to answer your question right now, Rokzukin, there are actually some positive things to say. I don't know how much you've been watching, Rokzukin, but this new ban system where you ban after each round and it resets after 3, that is for once an interesting idea. Again, don't know how many other games do this, but it's an interesting idea. I give credit for that. Some of the maps have been updated, but But honestly, I think all the maps should have been updated, but I digress. And that new 6v6 mode, Ruzukin, it's one of those things that has potential, but you're not missing much, honestly. I wouldn't worry about it. I think people are gonna forget about that mode after a while. Once the honeymoon phase is over. And I think we're going to see a lot of people just, quit the game when they realize they're losing at the end. I don't know if people get penalized for leaving there, but right now there is nothing like that. So yeah, Rugzukin, this game is free now, by the way. But you have to pay for rank mode. So at least you can try this game for free. So there's that. Okay. Oh, I missed that player somehow. That was terrible aim. That's what happens when you don't play this particular game in a while. Oh, Randy, you have to get off. Too late. Yeah, so far, Rugzukin, no strong feelings with this game, despite all the changes. Some interesting ideas, there and there, but it hasn't been a very strong impact so far. Again, giving credit where credit is due, but I don't know. Yeah, this map that you're seeing right now, Rugzukin, I don't know if you're impressed by the graphics in particular, but they did fix the lighting and the textures and everything else in this map in particular. It's a little disappointing that they didn't update all the maps. What were they doing in the last 2 or 3 years? But I digress. This is the 3rd floor. Might as well do this one. And I think you're and Rugzukin, I think you're noticing the familiarity of the UI being very close to other games. Fortnite, Call of Duty, Battlefield, that sort of a thing. Yeah, this I am not the best first-person shooter player at all, but we all can tell if we're having fun or not. This one, I'm not really sure. It's hard to say. Some good ideas, but I'm not sure if all these new changes or additions are gonna make me stay. It's hard to say. And I think the most common consensus, like we have said before, is that some of these changes should have been done years ago. They're just Ubisoft just playing catch up right now. But here we go. Let's see if this if this game continues to be fun. Too bad we can't destroy the light source just to make this more fun. They're already in. Remedy, they're already in. Where I died. On the other side. Cigar balcony. 2 of them, cigar balcony. 2 of them. Yep.
Alright.
Remedy, is it just me, or you do see a red outline for all players now? The enemy players, I mean. Not just in I'm not talking spectate mode, but do you see a red outline for all opposing team players now? I thought it's just a spectator thing. Okay. I don't know. Okay. Oh, maybe Maestro or something. I don't know. Yeah, snow.
Tachanka
Oh, okay. All right.
might help the stall time.
Hopefully I don't die. It's been a long time since I've played these maps, so I'm very rusty at this point. What? Oh yeah, this kitchen already looks so much better. At least there are some dark areas for once that people have been asking for years. But no nighttime. It's not nighttime, but at least there are dark areas in this game to make it a little bit more interesting. Okay. Already? Okay. Oh, of course. Of course. Yeah, look at this bar area and the interior. It actually complements the map for once with the lighting. That's so nice. Okay. What was that, Remedy? Look at that. What? Oh, that is unlucky. That is so unlucky. That is so unlucky by them. They were just grouped up and good timing and lucky timing by that one player. Wow. Oh. Oh. That's interesting, Remedy. In overtime, if you do go to overtime, the bans will stay. That's an interesting idea. I give it that. I thought it was gonna reset again on overtime, but because you don't know how many overtime rounds you gotta go through, this time you gotta really choose. You gotta be very careful what you choose, because who knows if it goes to overtime. I'm actually giving this praise for this game, Remedy, with the ban system. It's not a new thing, but it's nice at least. Wow.
It's pretty good and unique.
I wouldn't say it's unique, but at least it's interesting.
Yeah, I guess.
Like I was saying earlier, maybe there's a game out there that has already done this, so there's really not really much to say about being the first, but it depends how you execute it in the game. And it's not just 2 bans, but 3 bans from both teams. So that makes it a little bit more interesting. I mean, this game already has so many operators, so it kind of makes sense we have 3. Graphics, like with this map, a new ban system, new anti-cheat, and this game is free to play now. Lot of different little things, Rugzukin, that the game should have updated a long time ago, Rugzukin. That's all you need to know. People that they've been asking for years to add stuff to this game, they finally did it. Why did I choose Thatcher? Whatever. Okay, hold on. I got the diffuser. I need to go with you.
No, don't go with me.
Somebody has to grab the diffuser though. Screw it. Nope, they're waiting.
Alright, let's see.
They're waiting for you. That's one.
Oh, I traded.
No, you actually got the kill. You got downed. Okay, you got a chance here. No, not enough time to stall. Or not. Too late.
Yeah, time.
Oh, never mind. Never mind. I think the difference between this and that last one was the player was further away, but whatever. It's too bad I died. Oh well, couldn't help you. Okay, that was a bit unnecessary, Emily. There's no need to remind everybody about the bans. It's right there. That was a bit unnecessary.
No, it was counted right. Sir, yes, sir.
Okay. Oh, of course. I get shot from behind. Not paying attention. 2. Let me look at the cameras. Oh, you get shot from behind, Remedy. Oh, no, on the side.
Too many people.
Yep. Couldn't get them all. Oh, well. And the 2 are roaming. Now they have 2. Next. Yeah, it's even with the changes, still not feeling very strongly here. Next. And I'm saying this regardless if it was a winner or a loss. Even that one match that we won, eh. Okay. Okay. What time is it now? Okay, I'll do 1. Where's that server thing on the settings again? On which category is
It's up
it?
to you. Top right, you see the gear icon.
Yeah, settings. Where?
It's under data center. You see it?
Under general, HUD, or which category?
No. When you click the gear icon, there's like options, credits, Ubisoft Connect, click to desktop. It's under data center. You don't click options or anything. You see it?
Where's the data center? I don't see the data center at all.
No, don't click options. So when you go to top right, don't click
Yeah.
options. You see data center.
I don't see data center here at
It's-
all.
It's right under quit the desktop. No. Don't click options. It's under quit the desktop. Do you see it?
Oh, never mind. I missed that completely. So it's still in the same spot, more or less. Yeah,
Yeah.
sorry, my bad. I didn't notice it. Okay. Okay. Theme park, I guess. I don't know. If we're extra lucky, we might either get Clubhouse or Bank to play for the first time with the new looks. Oh, come
No.
on. Oh, frick. Instead of the obvious Fenrir, maybe go for something more strategic.
Doc. And
Eh. And okay. Yeah. So yeah, Rugzukin, quickly checking. Still there. I think I'm gonna. Okay, that's actually a nice view of the background for once. But you're not supposed to see that, I think. But whatever. But I think after this game, I think I'm gonna finally get an opinion of this game for real this time. I think. Look at the lighting in this map, Remedy, compared to the one that was updated previously. It's a big difference, isn't it? Lighting makes a big difference. It's not just textures, but the lighting. It really does make a big difference. Okay. Okay, that was kind of cool. That was kind of cool. I was about to get killed, but they saved me. Cool. I only distracted one enemy that round. That's it. Wow. Goyo, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, Go's a good ban.
It's a big difference between banning 2 operators to start off the bat, but then instead you got the option of 3, and it resets after 3 rounds. And the only exception is the overtime, which makes it even more interesting because 3 bans instead of 2. So if you really pick your bans carefully for the overtime, it can be very interesting. I give it that. Okay. I don't know. I'm gonna go with the same ban again. Alrighty.
Capital.
Someone's feeling very confident with themselves. Watch step for that window. There's one in that room. Now you gotta stall.
Yeah, shoot it, shoot it. Diffusing, diffusing, diffusing.
Rainbow Six Siege barbecue. Gotta love it.
W, bro.
Okay. 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 That Capital, when you launch it like that, it causes a significantly more damage on health compared to the Capcan ones.
It deals damage over time. Capcan's is like instant damage.
Oh,
Because basically, Captal's bolts deal like 12 damage per tick.
so it's less than Capcan, but it can still be very deadly. Okay.
Yeah, but Captal's is like overtime, and the Capcan's is like the instant damage. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
That makes sense?
Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah. I don't usually use that, so I never pay attention.
No, Captal's good for like post plants.
That's why a start Smart player does that. There's really not much you can do unless you take a risk. Okay.
Give a scan.
I already used them all. Only we got one player left. Of course. It's coming up the stairs where I died. There it is again, Remedy. Just now. Why is the sound glitching for no reason? No reason at all.
No idea.
So it wasn't just me.
Yeah.
Ubisoft.
I mean, it's the first day, so.
Yeah, after 2 or 3 years of work, they said. Okay. I'm just gonna go with the support role this time. Okay. Don't forget your armor. Okay. Bravo, I think. No, yeah. They already rushed in. Okay.
There's my repel.
Of course, I react too late because somebody sneaks up behind me. Of course. That was a good ping. Good job, Danny. Karaoke room 1. Bucky's on karaoke room. You down, Buck. Good win. Flawless. That's another thing I want to give credit for, Remedy. At least it allows your fellow players to be tactical even after death.
Yeah.
So even if you're not the best shot in the world, you can at least coordinate. Well, I am positive now. Hold on a second. Let me just get this thing done here. Hold on a second. Okay. Hold on a second. Give me a second. So Knight, hope you can hear me. Oh, hold on a second. He's not longer in the game anymore. But anyway.
You off?
Well, if you can still hear me, Knight, from this broadcast here, thanks for coming on like old times here. I'm gonna speak my thoughts on Rainbow Six Siege here in a moment. Yeah, there's really not many games that really interest me right now. Dagger Directive, I think Remedy and Unite might be interested in for co-op, just for old school fun. Nothing to be taken
free?
seriously. No, it's not free, but it's not too expensive, but it's old school. It's an early access game, but I'm familiar with this type of gameplay. It's very old school, but
Like how old school are we talking about?
like late 90s. But it's a new game.
Okay.
But it's a new game that takes place but it does it in the style of late 90s shooters, especially if you're aware of Delta Force for the late 90s. Cuz so when you right click to aim down your sights, I don't know if you're looking at this photo here, Remedy, but when you right click to aim down your sights, you get this instead. Instead of looking down your optics, you get this instead. This was what Delta Force did in the late 90s when FPS was just taking off. So it's very old school. So it's co-op, so it could be a decent game, maybe not, but I'm not really worried. It's just a thing that might be interesting or maybe not. And I already removed lots of other games from the Steam wishlist because there's really not many games out there that really interest me. Very few. But anyway, back to the topic at hand, the Rainbow Six Siege game. I'll give credit once again. At least this game is a bit more fun because we finally get stuff in this game that people have been asking for years. It may not have nighttime maps, but did you notice that in the updated maps, Remedy, there are some dark areas where it does allow you to be a little sneaky a little bit? It's not much, but it's something. That's
It's
what
only the updated maps, I think. But yeah.
people have been asking for these changes for years, like 10 years behind schedule or 5 years behind schedule. That's what everybody keeps saying. And another thing that comes into my mind is how difficult it is for me to find games that I actually find fun to play. And I'm talking from a player who's not even the best at video games either. I do like shooting games, but I'm not the best, so. Hold on a second. DMing somebody here. But back to Rainbow Six Siege on hand. I got some good news for you. I am not ditching this game completely, but I am not playing this game on a regular basis each week anymore. Because I am uncertain of this game's future, especially with Ubisoft's, money problems that everybody is probably aware of at this point. So with that being said, I'm gonna enjoy this game and its value for what it is, or what's left of it, on a rare or occasional basis from now on. So I can't make any promises on how many times I can do this game because I really don't have the same interest on this game like I used to. I could play it once a month. Maybe I'll play it once every 2 weeks. Maybe once every 3 weeks, once every 4 weeks. But this is something that I'm only going to do if I'm in the mood for it, because it's just unfortunate that it took this long to get things added into this game that people have been asking for years. What's going to happen next? Another 5 years before we get nighttime maps and they introduce it as a new feature? Wouldn't surprise me.
Wait, so are you gonna put this game back on the community vote then?
No. I have to be in the mood to play this game. I just don't want this to become like League, where I will just hate it. Or the obligatory game, for that matter, where I'm playing it for the sake of it. I can't do it. The reason why I'm not ditching this game completely, Remedy, is for another reason. There's really not many other shooting games or live service shooting games out there in the market right now that really interests me. I tried Squad, by the way, even though it's not the same as this, but it just doesn't interest me at all. It's just something about it just not appealing at all. This game has its really big flaws in some places. It has remedied some of it, but it's just not enough, and how long it took just to get to this point. So I'm basically having this game as a backup or something to kill time with if I'm in the mood for, because as much as I enjoy Marvel Rivals, which I do, despite its own share of flaws as well, I would rather play Marvel Rivals instead of this game. But I am not ditching this game completely, because as long as this game is still here, this is something that I can at least enjoy while it's still standing, because I don't know about this game's future, and neither I'm aware of Marvel Rivals' future either. I mean, Marvel Rivals is doing okay right now. It still has a nice player base, but I'm just prepared for. I'm just trying to be prepared for anything, because you really don't know how long a game will last nowadays. Sure, this game has been out for 10 years, because that's the name. That's why they changed the name of the name of the game on Steam and everywhere else. But even with that being said, though, I just don't have the same high interest on this game anymore. But I'll keep it on my Steam library and play it if I'm in the mood. So if you see me on the Steam friend list, or you see me play it on a live broadcast like this, you're welcome to join in. But I am not gonna rush my way out to play this game on a regular basis, because I just can't do it. It's just that it took this long for the game to have these things added, that just to make it more fun, and that's what's kind of frustrating. And you don't have to be a FPS expert to know, especially if you played enough games at this point. So yeah.
constant spam that I've been getting. What level are you? It's so stylish. It's so stylish.
Give me a second. So yeah, that's basically where I stand with So with that being said, we're gonna switch to rivals for some games. DX is gonna be coming on. DX says they're not the best, they're ass right now, but they voluntarily still want to come on and play. So I'll respect
Alright,
that.
so we're doing comp.
Yeah. So
Okay, I'm down for that.
yeah. But yeah, nothing personal, Remedy. It's nice to see you make good plays. But even with that being said, though, for my personal enjoyment of Siege, it's just not the same like it used to be. And the fact that it took this long, like, come on. It's very frustrating, Remedy. They should have added those things, like 2 years ago, 3 years ago. So, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'll still play Siege regardless, because I mean, I already invested a whole ton of like time into this. I think I started in like 2022, so
Yeah, I didn't
Yeah.
even. I haven't played this game as long as you have, and many others. But even I can feel the frustration of the things that should have been done already. But nope, no.
yeah.
Okay. So yeah, we're gonna do. Actually, no. We're still doing rivals, but I'm gonna have to do rivals off screen because it's getting late here.
Okay.
So, because I already put in all my willpower just to try to just to see if I can hold on to rivals. At least, again, Rainbow Six Siege at least did finally add things, even if they're late, years late behind schedule. So, if had it been completely underwhelming, like they didn't add anything significant, I would have uninstalled right away without hesitation. I would have. If they just added like new graphics but nothing else, I would have uninstalled right there. Imagine for a moment, Remedy, if they only improved the graphics, but they didn't do anything else. No new band system, no new graphics or environmentals or whatever. I would have uninstalled because that is just way too much repetitiveness. Like you don't add anything different, just some little variables. Ugh, that's just frustrating. But I digress. Okay. I forgot to... Alright, so I'm gonna cut the OBS feed here because we're gonna do this game off screen because it's been a long day for me. Another reason why I'm tired, Remedy, was because I've been doing Final Fantasy XIV off screen. Not the gameplay stuff, but the story quests and stuff like that, just to get them out of the way. And most of them are not really worth showing on screen. But if you're interested, Remedy, and you're in the mood for some storytelling, I got a comic relief story coming up on that game. So, no dungeon runs, it's just pure storytelling. And I think you might enjoy this comic relief.
Coolest and drag me in.
Okay, alright. Give me a second here. Welcome back. I'm gonna drag you in here. I'm also gonna drag you to different VC here. I'm gonna cut the OBS feed here because it's getting late here. But we did play Siege DX, and they did finally add some things into the game that people have been waiting for years. literal years, and they call it a new feature. Yep. But anyway, I'm just gonna keep Siege on like a backup, quote unquote. I'm not playing that game on a regular basis anymore. I'll keep it on my Steam library, but I'll be playing Rivals way more than Siege. Honestly, DX are not missing much in Siege, even if they did add some new things finally that people have been waiting for years. One interesting thing, DX, that you should know is that they gave you the option to ban 3 operators or 3 heroes, if you will, after so you get to ban 1 hero after each round. Imagine if Rivals did that. But whatever. So I'm gonna cut the OBS feed here shortly. I'm gonna drag you to a different VC here. So yeah, Rainbow Six Siege is still gonna be on my Steam library for now, but it barely kept me if I'm uninstalling it. Anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow.